The Prophet ﷺ said, "Whoever relieves a believer's distress of the distressful aspects of this world, Allah will rescue him from a difficulty of the difficulties of the hereafter." HHUGS, Helping Households Under Great Stress, was founded in 2004 by a group of Muslim mothers in response to the increasing number of anti-terror arrests across the UK. Many of these mothers had witnessed or heard accounts of households devastated by the detention of a husband, a father, a brother, or a son. For every arrest and detention, a home has been raided and ravaged, and a family has suffered the loss of a loved one, a breadwinner, a dear husband, or a much-loved son. These are homes where life will never be the same. For many of these families, daily tasks have become difficult. They are struggling to make ends meet, and transport to visit their loved ones is infrequent. On top of this, their friends have disowned them, their mosques have abandoned them, and their communities have shunned them. They are lonely, vulnerable, and desperately in need of help. To be a relative of a terror suspect, whether in prison or not, is to become a target of the media and government's dehumanization campaign. The work of HHUGS focuses on 5 key areas: empowerment, emotional support, practical support, financial assistance, and professional and specialist support.
It's been 2.5 years now since my husband was taken from our family home. He was placed on a control order outside of London, making it difficult for me and my children to see him on a regular basis as we would have before.
Since the war on terror began, scores of Muslims up and down the country have been incarcerated and their families have been left alone and abandoned. HHUGS has stepped in at this crucial time to ensure that they receive the right type of emotional and financial support that can help them and try and bring some sense of normality in their devastated lives.
After his initial being taken away out of London, a sister contacted HHUGS on my behalf as she saw that I was in need of some help. Alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful that the sister did this, as the help that HHUGS offered me made such a tremendous difference to my situation.
HHUGS is currently supporting over 100 families up and down the country, and as well as practical support and advice, we also help to arrange for professional services such as legal advice and counselling.
HHUGS would take us regularly to visit my husband. Me and my small children, they would drive us there in a comfortable manner, and they would also come collect me and bring me back to London. As the time went on, the financial burden became more intense, as I didn't have the breadwinner in the house anymore, and I had to get used to paying everything by myself and providing for me and my children. When this happened, HHUGS, alhamdulillah, they provided me with shopping vouchers so I could buy food for the children that I maybe couldn't have brought by myself. They also provided emotional support, calling me, asking how are your children, sister, are they feeling better when they were sick, and asking me how my emotional state was. And alhamdulillah, I am really grateful to HHUGS for this. Without the help, I'm really not sure if I could have been able to visit my husband as much as I could, to be strong for my husband and the children also.
I can't stress the importance of this work and the need for Muslims all over the UK and beyond to really dig deep and think about these families who have been abandoned by their communities and even by their loved ones.
I would really urge everybody, please donate to HHUGS, because I'm just one example, but there are many sisters in this situation who are a lot worse off than I was, and HHUGS needs all the support they can get into reaching out to all the sisters and their children and helping them in this really difficult time. And we don't know what state we might be in. One day we could be faced with the same situation. May Allah forbid and protect all the Muslims.
So special to me.